eDraft's Matt Johnson back here again, looking at our optimized DFS lineups for the NFL Week 10 slate. Start off at kicker. Obviously, there's always different options that people look at. High price kickers people try and avoid. But that second tier of kickers where the price is pretty reasonable, you can live with it, the matchup's good. And that's exactly what we have in the case of Chris Boswell. $4,800, that's a price we can live with. He's made 18 of 20 field goal attempts this year, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on FanDuel. Those are numbers you like to see at the kicker position. That's a number you can count on. If you can crack that 8, 9, 10 range, you feel pretty good about it. Obviously, part of that is inflated by the 19-point performance. But you see other numbers, 8, 9, 9, 16. There's some 5s in there, another 5 and a 3. But overall, you have to feel pretty good, especially when you look at this matchup. Pittsburgh facing Indianapolis, one of the worst defenses in the league. This is going to be a game where Steelers should get up ahead. There's going to be extra point opportunities, maybe 3 or 4 for Boswell. And once Pittsburgh gets the lead, they'll still be able to drive against this defense late in the game in the second half. They'll use Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster. So many different ways to move the ball. They'll get it in field goal position with the lead. They may not be as aggressive, so they'll settle down, kick a field goal, and you could easily see Boswell drill a 40-yarder, a 30-yarder, a few extra points. Boom, you have a 10-point performance. So that's a big reason why at the kicker position we are leaning towards Chris Boswell this week as our play. On the defensive side of the ball, we are staying with the defense and the stack of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a defense that really still doesn't get enough credit this year. And when you look at their price, $4,600, below teams like the New England Patriots, Minnesota Vikings, Tennessee Titans, and Jacksonville Jaguars, it really doesn't make sense. I mean, to be 8th in pricing this week when you're facing a Colts offense that's 25th in scoring at 18 points per game. Colts have committed 11 turnovers this season. Their offensive line has allowed the second most quarterback hits in the league at 73. Oh, and did I mention Pittsburgh's secondary has been top-notch, so they'll be able to help limit T.Y. Hilton and Dante Moncrief. And as for that Colts offensive line, say hello to a Pittsburgh Steelers front seven that is the 4th most sacks in the NFL. Jacoby Brissett has shown a lot of promising signs this year. He could be a trade piece this offseason for Indianapolis, but he's not that strong of a quarterback. And in this matchup against the Steelers defense that has made some very good quarterbacks look average, it's going to be an ugly night for Brissett. He'll be under pressure all game. There's going to be turnovers. This Pittsburgh Steelers special teams could return a kick. It's just, there's plenty of upside. You feel safe in the production they're going to give you. Really one of the top defensive plays in season-long leagues, just in general. To have them as the 8th most expensive price defense and special teams on the FanDuel slate is something we have to take advantage of, and we do here. So be sure to plug in Chris Boswell and the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive special teams in some of your FanDuel lineups this week.